Hey, this is Ray. I'm here in the UK, and it's just another great day. The sun has been blasting, and I've actually got something I really want to tell you because I was out and about all day today because the sun is blasting and the autumn colors. I'll be sharing photos of that because here in the UK, like any of those of you who are in the northern hemisphere, when we get these kind of seasonal changes, it really just the color explodes, and it really just excites me. I mean, autumn's not necessarily my most favorite month, but it's one of season. But it's definitely one of those I really, really like. I mean, I'm afraid I'm a warm weather person, but the vibrancy of what's going on. The yellows, the reds, the oranges. The all dappling in the sunlight. I mean, it really, and people walking their dogs in the fresh air, and it's crisp. I mean, it's really, really quite something special. And and there you are, or I am anyway, as kind of quite mobile, meaning that I've got my, I've got my phone, my iPhone, and I've got my tablet, which I can record things like this. And unfortunately, I left this one behind today because I was really busy on the way out, dropping kids off and running errands and so on. But I'm kind of communicating, either I'm Skyping or I'm Facebooking or social mediaing with people I know who are also in the online business space. And those things that when you just something that really catches your eye. I mean, it really you do a double take. I mean, there's so much stuff coming through on our walls, and some of it's great value for time spent, and other stuff is just, as we all know, it's just a complete time suck. But one of the things that's been really kind of just really surprising the hell out of me in a good way is that, I don't know if any of you have, been working away, struggling to get eyeballs to or get people to view your online site, your website, and basically, as the term goes in the industry, it's called traffic, and getting traffic to your sites, and then to engage with your site, and then hopefully kind of interact with you, and you interacting with them with your site, and adding your value, and they're sharing their their value as well, and you're making connections, you're building up a really nice relationship, and then a future exchange follows, and they opt into your business, and then you start getting momentum, and the traction builds, and off you go. I mean, but if any of you who've been doing kind of all the right things, and despite doing all the right things, you're still not getting the frequency of people coming to your site as which is sustainable. It's one thing to have a business, it's another thing to have a hobby, and it's another thing to just waste your time. What really has gotten me to kind of, like I say, do a double take is I got friends and colleagues of mine who have somehow kind of stumbled over and tapped into it and are engaged, and some of them really kind of I wouldn't say half-assed, but just kind of casually interacting with it, and are seeing incredible results. And those who have actually really taken it upon themselves to really focus and really get in there and really interact and use the tools, a particular process, but namely tools of attracting and interacting in kind of the more mobile and remote access that many of us, because we're so busy, that really appeals to and really works, and it makes it incredibly user-friendly. They've been just knocking the ball out of the park. And so, every now and then, you hear, you see stuff, and because you know people, you have a look-see, and I've done that. And to be quite honest, it's really gotten me to sit up in my seat, and that's what I want to, I really wanted to share that with you, is that, for those of you who feel kind of out in the woods, spinning your wheels and, doing everything that's necessary, that's being, that is required of you, and but you're still not quite there. And, those of you who don't really have the budgets to throw piles of paid for systems out there, but of actually interacting with it more organically, possibly free, and just, networking in very, very good ways, but haven't quite got the momentum. I've got to say, hands down, that you have got to check this out and just pay attention to it, go through the whole process, It's got a really nice kind of filtering and qualifier, meaning that for those of you who are really keen, step up. For those of you who are not, kicking tires and such, walk on, jog on, that's fine. There's no pressure here. It's completely up to you as to what you want to get back from what you put in. You know, that return on investment is not just about capital in the sense of money. It's about energy and time. And time, as we know, is so valuable. I mean, look at me. You know, I'm here celebrating Movember, which is, you know, grow a mustache or facial hair in support of raising awareness for men's health. And I'm blasting along, and as I get further and further, I go, oh my God, it used to be peppered, and now it's just freaking white. So, you know, time ticks, man, but, you know, you're as old as you feel. So on that note, I've got to run because I got to go do more errands. I got to go grab the kids and so on. But this is the beauty of being, you know, an online business person, is that, and being your own boss, is that you can kind of set your own time and your own, you know, schedule as to what you do and the tasks that you're able to go for, and whittle down your to-do list, as opposed to, you know, I decided to do a couple of repairs, and I didn't have to do it in the darkness of the autumn night, because I was able to do it during the day, because I wasn't stuck in an office from 9 to 5. And you think, well, what the hell is that about? Well, it's you know, it's taking care of my home, my sanctuary, and, you know, keeping it intact and maintaining it and so on, whereas I'd have to pay someone else to do that because I wasn't available to do it, or I have to come home and then being exhausted from the commute and being squashed in a subway or in a bus, and people coughing on you and sneezing on you and stinky and dark and cold and wet and whatever, and then come home, you know, maybe grab a cup of tea if I'm lucky, and then go out there in the cold under a flashlight and try and do all this stuff. And that's the beauty of having the flexibility of being your own boss. So if you're really still committed and you haven't given up on your dreams, and you're really, you know, you're really, you know, ready to give it your all, and really promote yourself and your efforts in your business and what it is that you have to bring to the table, that value that's yours, your uniqueness of what it is that you're sharing with the world, that you've chosen to use the online space to deliver that. And you just need that extra oomph, or that traction, or that grab all, that thing that really kind of pulls it through. Check this out. You know, so join the rest of us. There are hangouts where you can ask your questions and talk about it. There's a community of people very supportive. You can kind of JV partner up with this, and the comp plan is really, really, you know, amazing, because, you know, that you don't lose in pass ups. You know, it's set up to be user friendly, to be business friendly, to basically promote in a friendly manner. And I'm here to share with you, I had to. It's like I'm whispering. It's like I'm sharing a secret. It's not a secret, but it's something really, really of value. And it's for people who are really interested. So on that note, I look forward to really hanging with you. Ask all the questions you want. Connect with me. And, you know, let's just take this thing, man. Let's take it to the next level and bring what we have to bring and change the world as we know it for the better. And there are a lot of people out there who are ready, just not quite sure which way to go, and they're looking to people like yourself. So grab the tools, use the tools, and let's step up. And so thanks for taking your time. Really look forward to hearing from you. And if you want, also please add your comments below and share your feedback and share it with people that you know who could really, you know, that could benefit from this. Okay? So take care now. I got to run. Cheers.